Fools! Fools! You just want to take and shake them sometimes, don't ya? Don't ya? Or beat them over the head! Fools! Oh! Yes, we have to talk more about fools. Oh, like we haven't already talked enough about them. But I guess there's so much information about them because there are so many of them. Oh, oh my goodness. Well, let's get into this one today because we want to talk today about the behavior of fools. When you watch people, and if you want to know, am I looking at a fool? All you have to do is look at their behavior. That's it. It's real simple. It's not complicated. And the Bible tells us that about a fool. So let's talk now about some of the characteristics of a fool in their behavior. And we're going to start with Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5, where it says, "The wise will inherit honor, but fools display dishonor." Okay? Now, what does this mean? Well, it's a contrast between two. Wise people are honored for the things that they do. People respect them. People appreciate them. People, award them for doing good things. The fool is going to be just the opposite. When they display dishonor, it means that whatever they do, people are not going to award them, they're not going to respect them, they're not going to honor them. So that's one aspect of it. So as you are watching the people around you, and again, as I want to talk to young people about this. As you watch your fellow students at school, watch how other more respected, more older people look at them. Okay, for instance, the teachers, the principals, and so forth. Don't focus so much on how other kids see them, because other kids can easily follow a fool. No, that's not what you want to look at. You want to look at the people who are in authority. How do they see these people? And when you see those in authority not respecting somebody, not respecting what they do, not giving honor to what they are doing, you know that that person could be a fool. And you don't want to be like that. You want to make sure you're not doing what they do. Okay? So a fool is going to display this. You can see it. All you have to do is watch for it. That's it. And that's what the word is saying. They display it. So it's openly seen. Okay? So it's not a secret. It's not something that's hard to understand. Just keep your eyes open. Now, in previous videos, I've talked about how boys and men many times are very foolish. And then one of the things I said was there are foolish women as well. And so we now come to a verse, Proverbs 9:13, that says exactly this, and is very specific about what this woman is like, what this girl is like. It says the woman of folly, that's foolishness, is boisterous, which we'll define in a minute. She is naive and knows nothing. Okay, that's basically what naive means, is she's clueless. She's clueless. She knows nothing. Boisterous. What does boisterous mean? If you're looking at somebody and you want to know, is this person a fool? Are they demonstrating foolish behavior? Boisterous means rough and noisily jolly or rowdy, clamorous, unrestrained. All right, so just think about the women that you know that are like that. They're loud, they are rowdy. I mean, they're rough and tumble, and they're, and they're noisy. I mean, they laugh really loud, and they're just rowdy. They'll get in fights or whatever. I mean, this is the type of person we're talking about. They start a lot of noisy clamor. If they don't like something, they're angry, and they let everybody around them know about it. And there are videos on YouTube that you can see this type of behavior from certain women and certain groups of women. This is what they're doing. And so regardless of what you think about what they might stand for, when they are exhibiting this type of behavior, what you know from the Bible standpoint, from God's perspective, you are looking at a foolish woman. You're looking at a fool. Okay? So keep that in mind. And young women, you don't want to be like this. Yes, you can be firm. Yes, you can be strong. But being strong does not mean you're in people's face, you're rough, you're mean. That is not the definition of what it means to be a strong woman. Okay, I would just want you to know that. That's not the definition. That might be what the world wants you to think it is, but it's not. Okay, for those of you who are a little older, maybe late 30s on, you may remember a TV show called Roseanne. And the actress there, Roseanne Barr, was this type of character. Her character in the show, and even off the show, was this type of person. Loud, boisterous, clamorous, rowdy. Okay? That is the kind of person that we're talking about here. All right? So what God is saying to us is this is not the type of woman that you want to be. And for young men, this is not the type of young lady that you want to hang around with. Right? So you have to draw a line and say, I have to hold a standard. If I want a good woman in my life, this isn't what she's going to look like. This isn't what she's going to do. Okay? So keep that in mind. Proverbs 9:13, go look at it, read it. It's very important that you understand that. All right. Now, let's talk some more about what the fool is like. What's important to a fool? Well, in Proverbs chapter 10, verse 23, it says, doing wickedness is like sport to a fool. It's like sport. In other words, what is a sport? A sport is something you do for fun. A sport is something you do competitively. It's an activity that you engage in that you enjoy doing. Well, doing wickedness, that means sinning, is like sport to a fool. They enjoy sinning. They enjoy doing things that are wrong. Okay, so for instance, let me give you some examples. There are young men, young women out there who enjoy going and tagging buildings, spraying graffiti all over things. Okay? It's fun to them. Okay, but what are they doing? They are defacing and damaging people's property. Okay, it's sin, but they are enjoying it. And there are many other examples that we could look at. Just understand, anybody that enjoys sinning and is proud of it is a fool. Okay? Because we ought not to be proud of sin. We ought to be avoiding sin at all costs. But a fool doesn't have that attitude towards sin at all. Okay? So, we are really just getting started on talking about the behavior of a fool. And we have a lot more to go. So, we're going to take a little break. We'll come back in the next video and we will talk some more about the behavior of a fool. God bless and have a great day.